Tonight on CTV News, we have a look at some local community members who tried Nordic skiing, as well as an open forum with Tony Frank.
Then later on, we have weather, sports, and entertainment. All this starting right now on CTV News.
Good evening, and thanks for watching CTV News. I'm Willis Scott.
And I'm Marlo Lundak. Here's the latest in the world.
February will host an upcoming event that will protest the defunding of Planned Parenthood. We've Got Your Back, a local Fort Collins girl gang, is hosting a rally from noon to 3 in the afternoon on Saturday, February 11th. The protest will take place at Senator Cory Gardner's office located at 2001 South Shield Street, Building H. The purpose of this event is to protest the defunding of Planned Parenthood and support the women that believe in the right to choose what they do with their bodies. This rally is one among many that will be occurring all over the country on the same day. Another accessible rally location is in Denver. More information on this event can be found on their Facebook page. These events are pro-choice and pro-Planned Parenthood.
Citizens and members of City Council gathered downtown Monday night at the Fort Collins Armory to listen to Mayor Wade Troxell and City Manager Darren Attenberry speak at the annual State of the City address. During the address, the mayor and city manager talked on how the city has become an innovative community and a platform where people can contribute their ideas and expertise as co-creators. Troxell and Attenberry went around the city to co-creators in the community such as Poudre Fire Authority, Woodward Incorporated, Create Places, the Music District, and Odell Brewing, who has a long-standing relationship with Fort Collins. The Fort Collins Communications and Public Involvement Director, Amanda King, was asking the tough questions and even asking questions sent in from citizens via social media. Troxell and Attenberry answered these questions ranging from problems of homelessness to construction, while reassuring those in attendance that the city of Fort Collins is in great financial shape and still remains one of the safest cities in North America. Mayor Troxell stressed that him, as well as many city council members, are committed to providing quality services for the city while building a better future for all.
What we think about the city as an innovative community is it doesn't start and end at City Hall and on Tuesday nights. We're really trying to extend it throughout our community.
Monday evening, CSU students attended a forum to give advice on projects regarding racial healing. Dr. Tia Brown McNair, a leader in campus diversity and equality research, asked for input from students for her project, Centers for Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation. McNair is the vice president of the Office of Diversity, Equity, Equality, and Student Success at the American Association of Colleges and Universities. One of the goals for this project is to envision what communities that have eliminated inherent segregation would look like. As part of the forum, McNair asked the students in attendance what they thought the theoretical community would look like and how it could be achieved. Despite the forum only lasting 1 hour, McNair said that she thought it went very well.
CSU men's basketball spokesperson John Martin confirmed on Monday that charges against the CSU basketball player in a domestic violence incident last November have been dropped. Gian Clavel, who was named the Mountain West Player of the Week Monday after helping lead CSU to 2 conference wins, was arrested by CSU police November 9th after his ex-girlfriend reported an incident in which he physically restrained her and touched her after she repeatedly told him to stop. Clavel was charged with false imprisonment with domestic violence enhancement as a result of the altercation and was suspended from the team for 9 games. The charges were dropped sometime last week, according to Martin. November was the second time Clavel was arrested in relation to a domestic violence incident with his ex-girlfriend. In July 2015, Clavel was arrested when a CSU PD officer witnessed him grab her by the arm as she attempted to walk away from him. Clavel was cleared to play in games on December 10th.
Community members with disabilities took to skis last weekend. The Fort Collins Adaptive Recreation Opportunities Program offered a Nordic ski clinic taught by a U.S. Paralympic team staff member. Skiing has always been a passion for Martin Dawson since he tried it for the first time in junior high at a church youth group event. Dawson was paralyzed in a skiing accident, but the loss of movement in his legs didn't keep him off the mountains.
He got injured 2011 and been monoskiing since.
Paralympic staff member David Mark coaches both Dawson and local psychology student Jazz White. After getting a good workout in, White enlists the help of his puppy Nushka. White says he's training the young husky to be a sled dog. Dawson stays in shape as a volunteer ski instructor at Breckenridge and Eldora.
I didn't work for 3 years after my injury. And, yeah, I just went to the gym 3 hours a day and walked my dog and went for a bike ride, went skiing. Yeah, but now I'm working, but it's good, it's good.
Mark has been working with Paralympic teams for 9 years. He says that while most Paralympic athletes shy away from the term inspiring, that's exactly how he sees them.
I'm just amazed at their dedication and what they're capable of doing and how hard they work.
Mark says many people have the potential to become athletes if they are passionate enough to train for it.
And the big thing is you have to really enjoy the sport and being outside, and that's what you're getting out of it, you know, and then it could lead you anywhere.
Neither Dawson nor White came to this adaptive recreation opportunity event as professional athletes. Instead, they joined the activity to have fun doing something White has loved since junior high, skiing. Another ski clinic is offered by the Adaptive Recreation Opportunity Organization on Saturday, February 25th.
Tony Frank held an open forum today in the Laurie Student Center to give students and faculty a chance to voice their questions and concerns. Though the crowd was small, the questions were heavy and very politically based. Students from ACLU, the LGBT community, and student government were asking President Frank and stating their concerns of all the happenings around campus and the United States as a whole. Questions about the CSU students affected by Donald Trump's immigration ban were answered by President Frank with reassurance that CSU staff is doing everything in their power to help these affected students. President Frank suggested that all students continue to voice questions and concerns and to work together as a whole community to raise awareness and remain inclusive of all students and contributors to the university and Fort Collins.
What all students should expect of the university is that we will be passionate advocates on their behalf, regardless of the color of their skin, their religion, their nationality, their gender, their identity. There's a whole set of things that what matters to us is that they are CSU students.
Around 200 protesters gathered Saturday evening at Denver International Airport to protest an executive order signed by President Trump. According to a campus-wide email sent by Colorado State University President Tony Frank, the university is monitoring the situation of 3 CSU students who the university knows to be caught up in returning from their home countries to continue their studies at CSU. Frank wrote that the university will remain in contact with the affected students and their families, and that student legal services are being offered free of consultation with an immigration attorney. As for the protest, more against the travel ban are scheduled for the coming week, including at Civic Center Park, the recent site of the Women's March on Denver. Thankfully, that will do it for news, but Sierra Cymes has the full weather forecast coming up.
Then later we have sports and entertainment. Stay tuned.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Welcome back from the break with your CTV weather. I'm Sierra Cymes. Currently it's 46 degrees outside. A little bit of a wind, which will continue late into this evening, but mostly we can expect calm night with a few clouds. Let's look at tonight. For tonight's lows, we are seeing 22 in Grand Junction, a little bit colder, Alamosa 10 degrees there, teens in Vail and Telluride, 5 degrees in northwestern Colorado, and Gunnison a frigid negative 13 degrees there. Very chilly, but no chance of snow there, so that's going to be very cold, no snow. Up in the Front Range, we are seeing some low to mid 20s, 27 in Denver, 25 in Fort Collins. Along the Eastern Plains, we are seeing some mid to low 20s along the Eastern Plains, 25 in Lamar. Let's look ahead into tomorrow. For tomorrow, we're seeing 47 in Grand Junction, 40 in Telluride, low 30s in Craig and Vail, 15 in Gunnison. That chilly night is only going to warm up to that then. Along the Front Range, we are seeing some low to mid 40s in Pueblo and Colorado Springs, 50 in Denver, Fort Collins 39 degrees. Along the Eastern Plains, we are seeing some low 30s in Sterling and Burlington, Lyman 39 degrees, pushing into a warmer 41 degrees for tomorrow. Let's look ahead into Wednesday. It's going to be a little bit colder in the morning, 27 degrees, but with that wind chill, it's going to feel more like 20 degrees. Moving into noon, it's going to be 36 degrees again, still some wind there, and into your 4 p.m. commute, 31 degrees, mostly cloudy throughout the whole day. Now let's take a look into the next week here. We are looking at a rise in temperatures towards Saturday, 56 degrees there, nice and sunny, and moving in towards the weekend, it's going to stay with those warm temperatures. The clouds are going to come in though, 56 degrees on Sunday, Monday 57 degrees, that's the high of the week, and Tuesday we are going to drop a 10 degrees drop there to 47 degrees. Some very chilly evenings though, so go ahead and bring that jacket, bring that coat when you go out over the weekend. That's all for weather. Up next, Tim McCall with sports.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Hello Rams, I'm Tim McCall here with all the latest and greatest in the world of Rams sports. The CSU football team made headlines this week as 2 Rams were invited to the NFL Scouting Combine, which will take place in Indianapolis in early March. It marks the 4th straight year that Rams have been represented at the Combine. 2015 All-American punter Hayden Hunt is one of the Rams heading to the Combine. His senior year was yet another strong one, as Hunt was once again given first-team All-Mountain Conference honors. Earlier today, it was also announced that Rams standout linebacker Kevin Davis will also be participating in the NFL Combine. Davis, who led the Rams in tackles each of the last 2 seasons, was one of only 3 players in the country this season to record 100 tackles, 3 sacks, and at least 1 interception, forced fumble, and fumble recovery. Hunt and Davis marked the 10th and 11th CSU players to participate in the Combine over the last 4 years. Many of those Rams have gone on to have careers in the NFL, and Hunt and Davis will be looking to do the same. The NFL Draft Combine will be held during the first week of March and will be aired on NFL Network. Make sure to tune in and see if your Rams are able to do enough to merit an opportunity at the next level. In CSU basketball news, the Rams men's basketball team is slated to tip off against the Boise State Broncos in Moby Arena in just a few minutes. This game is going to be one of the most important games for the Rams so far this year. The Rams and the Broncos are currently tied for second place in the Mountain West Conference, and whichever team wins tonight will sit alone right behind Nevada, who sits atop of the Mountain West Conference. These teams have already met once this year, a game in Boise that saw the Broncos escape with a 1-point win. The Rams will be looking for revenge as they are led by reigning Mountain West Conference Player of the Week, Gian Clavel. Clavell has been on fire over the last week, averaging 30 points and 10 rebounds a game. He has also been a major contributor on the defensive end, averaging 2 steals and 1.5 blocks per game over the last week. If the Rams plan to keep their hot streak going, they will need Clavell to continue to perform at his peak level. If he can do that, Boise State will have their hands full, and the Rams will have a great opportunity to secure second place in the Mountain West Conference. The game is minutes from tip-off and airing on ESPN3. Tune in to see if your Rams can get revenge against the Broncos and make up for lost ground behind Nevada. The CSU swimming and diving team is also in action this week as they will take on the University of Northern Colorado tomorrow at the Moby Pool. The swim meet will be a pink out for all of those in attendance. CSU has defeated UNC every year since 2009 and will look to keep that streak alive tomorrow. The Rams will also have another streak on the line as they will be looking to win their 3rd straight home meet. This meet will serve as the Rams' final tune-up before they head to the Mountain West Championships, which will start on February 15th in Texas. If the Rams can indeed defeat the Bears tomorrow, they will grab valuable momentum heading into the postseason. Momentum that could help the Rams bring a trophy back home to Fort Collins. Well, that's all we have for sports today, but stay tuned. Up next, it's Ryan Crist with all the latest in entertainment.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
What is up, Rams? My name is Ryan Crist, and I will be talking all things entertainment tonight, starting with a brand new movie from an old franchise. A brand new Ocean's 11 movie has been announced to come out, titled Ocean's 8. But this time, our favorite heist leader, Dappy Danner Ocean, played by George Clooney, isn't going to be in this one. This is a brand new spin-off of the Ocean's trilogy with an all-female cast. We see our first look at the new lineup with actresses like Rihanna, Anne Hathaway, Mindy Kaling, and Sandra Bullock playing Debbie Ocean or Danny Ocean's sister. Not much yet is revealed about the plot of this movie, but we do know that this team will be pulling off another heist of the century at the Met Gala in New York. I think this movie is going to be great. As long as it's better than the Ghostbusters reboot, I'm happy. But for now, I guess we'll have to wait because this movie won't come out till June of 2018. With Donald Trump integration ban on 7 Muslim countries, the New York Taxi Association decided to protest this weekend by cutting off all pickups from JFK's International Airport. In response to this event, Uber cut off their surge prices to the airport but continued to operate as normal, while Lyft sided with the New York Taxi Association and decided to donate $1 million to the American Civil Liberties Union. As news of this spread, celebrities started posting #DeleteUber on Twitter. Jesse Tyler Ferguson said, "Thank you, Lyft. Uber deleted. Glad that you're supporting the ACLU." Other celebrities like Dennis O'Hale, Michael Monahan, and Taraji P. Henson all posted videos or hashtags expressing that they won't stand with a company that is supporting this. Looks like I'll be deleting my Uber app. That's just not right. Recently, a new litter of puppies took over a few Fort Collins yoga classes. These puppies are from Bounce Animal Rescue. At Omaki Yoga and Ascent Fitness, these puppies will be allowed to run around free during a 1-hour yoga class, often climbing on top of members, trying to show them how to do a real downward-facing dog. But there will be a meet and greet for the next 2 weeks at Bounce Animal Rescue to see these yoga-loving dogs. All of these puppies will be available to adopt in the next 2 weeks, and all I can say is I want all of them. In other yoga news, I went to Fort Collins yoga class with a special twist. Live Beyond Limits is a yoga studio off of South College in Palmer where members can participate in aerial yoga and aerial dance. I talked to the owner, Kate, who told me all about it.
The thing I'm sitting on is called an aerial hammock or an aerial sling. It is a tricot material. It's a little stretchy but not super stretchy, and it's used for aerial yoga and aerial sling or dance acrobatics. And so when aerial yoga is using the apparatus, it's an apparatus and a prop that we use to support the body in weightless inverts to make sure the body can access different poses and to really deepen your yoga practice. So I see what they're carrying when they come in. Maybe I see they haven't been here before and don't have any awareness. So we're going to start with some more simple movements and then evolve into more complex movements so they get to layer that understanding and feel empowered in the fabrics opposed to maybe.
This place was so cool that me and entertainment anchor Nicole Hines decided to check it out.
Perfect. Then from there, take your legs out to your feet and turn upside down. Sliding your hands down, feet, still feet. Good. Then grab the backs of your thighs and tell your inner thighs it'll be okay. Okay. Keep pulling your toes towards your nose. Okay. Because the higher up my feet are, the less I have keeping me in. Right? I really only have this little tiny bit of booty. The more I pull down, the more I have my femur holding me in, which is really strong and stable. So from there, we're going to bring one foot in front of both. Perfect. To really remember, we are limitless. Mind, body, and spirit, and soul. From the depths of my heart to yours, the light, the love, the student and humble teacher in me bows deeply to that new. Namaste, girls.
Well, that was the funnest workout I have ever had, and I hope you all try it out. In other Fort Collins news, a new coffee shop has finally opened, or I guess relocated. Precher's Coffee is a coffee brand that has been running and selling from inside a garage. This local brand was only sold in bags and present in few stores, but mainly in farmers market. But now this coffee brand is branching out to a new location. The owner, Quinn Schultz, said, "We are excited to see things evolve. We have been super patient in how we have decided to grow. But this isn't just your average coffee shop. This shop has your very own pour-over bar. A pour-over bar is a new and fast-rising trend that with coffee addicts out there. This bar allows customers to basically make and control every process in the making. At this bar, customers sit and describe to the barista exactly how their coffee should be made, down to the type of grinding of the bean and to the temperature of the water. Now, I'm not that picky with my coffee, but I'll definitely try this local brand because I know I could use some coffee right now." Well, Rams, that's all the time we have for today. Be sure to stay tuned for tomorrow's local beach show and have a great night, Rams.